So I first learned about HopeChest in January of 2023. I was at a conference for pastors in our denomination, and while there, I met a guy named Orion who worked with HopeChest. And as we continued to hang out over the course of the week, he said, "You have to come with me to Ethiopia and see the work that we're doing." And so fast forward to the fall, and Orion and I find ourselves on a plane headed to Africa. And honestly, it was an experience unlike anything. It's one that I will never forget. First of all, Ethiopia is truly one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been to. I often tell people it's like taking the best of Wyoming and Montana and the Scottish Highlands and putting them all together in one place. It is an absolutely beautiful country. It's also one of the oldest Christian countries in the world. They trace their story of faith all the way back to Acts 8 with the story of Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. This is the story that the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, one of the oldest churches in the world, traces its origins to. And it was just amazing to learn about their history, the depth of faith that they have in that country, the ways in which the church has literally shaped their entire history down through the centuries. But more than that, the people are some of the kindest, most hospitable people on the face of the planet. Everywhere we went, we were welcomed with just this incredible hospitality, enjoying conversations and coffee together, and just seeing smiles and joy all around. But the other thing that stood out to me is the level of poverty. Out of a population of about 135 million people, over 600,000 are living with HIV and AIDS. 4.5 million are orphans, and only a little over a third of the adults there are literate. So there's this great deal of need in this country, and that's where HopeChest's model really shines. All of their projects are run out of a local church that has a heart to transform their community. And they know what we've been talking about this weekend, that faith formation and that the mission of God starts with the household and with family units. So HopeChest comes alongside these local churches and helps them establish a care point with the goal of helping families become more financially independent through focused education, health, and skills training. These families form savings groups where they learn financial management, where they form a board, and they even begin giving microloans to other people in their community as they start up or expand their businesses. Their children are able to receive medical care and go to school and receive tutoring. Their teenagers are actually discipled to become leaders in their community who start their own community development projects in order to serve and care for their neighbors. And what I love is that each care point has a graduation deadline, a target year by which they hope to be financially independent. These timelines vary from 10 to 15 years, but the goal is the same. It's to avoid long-term financial dependency and to help these communities become fully self-sustaining. And while I was there, I got to see care points at all stages in that process, from a care point that was literally just getting started, where they were just starting to receive medical care and get clean water, all the way up to a care point that was about to graduate after having started countless businesses, agricultural projects, and even a youth leadership program. I was actually able to celebrate with a bunch of students who planned, financed, and built a clean water station for the poorest neighborhood in their city, all because of the training that HopeChest had given to them. And I was able to listen as fellow believers shared stories of life transformation and celebrated how God had expanded the church because of their care point. And I just remember coming home and just saying, I have to tell people about this. We have to do something with HopeChest. I can't wait to tell my church. And that's where you come in. There are many organizations out there that support community development work. Organizations like World Vision and Compassion, where you sign up to sponsor a needy child, but HopeChest's model takes it a step further. It's called the friendship model, in which a church here in America partners with a church that's hosting a care point, and where families here in America sponsor families at that care point and walk with them as they move toward financial independence. Furthermore, they aren't just asking for financial support. They're inviting us to partner with them by regularly sending short-term teams to visit the care point, to participate alongside them in the projects that they're running, and to build friendships between sponsored households and their sponsors. And there is right now a care point that's waiting for us. This past Advent, we partnered with a Lutheran church in the city of Owasso, and they have a care point. The name of that care point is Anat, and we helped them to start an agricultural project to raise cattle and chickens, a project that will provide much-needed training and income to families in their community. And now it's our chance to take that relationship just one step further. There are currently 119 households connected to that church, and 46 of them are already sponsored. But there are another 73 who are waiting for a family just like yours. This weekend is our opportunity to come alongside them and say, we believe in you, and we want to go on this journey with you. So this weekend, you get a chance to make a difference in the life of this community, and here's how. The biggest need is for those unsponsored households to receive sponsorship. And when you arrived at church this weekend, you found a card just like this one on your seat or in your pew. And on the back is a QR code. And all you have to do is scan that code, and you can begin the process of becoming a household sponsor. For $45 a month, you'll have a chance to walk alongside a child and their caregivers as they move toward that graduation date, to hear updates about how the CarePoint is doing, and even to visit the CarePoint on one of our upcoming partner visits. But more than that, they can become a part of your daily rhythms, your ordinary faith life, as you pray for them, as you write letters to them. Walking with them brings the global mission of God into your life and into your household. But here's the really special part. If you sign up to sponsor between now and October 19th, we will take your sponsorship packet to our CarePoint, and they will get to choose you. This week is the week to sign up to sponsor a household. That's how the friendship model works. Their households will choose our households. On November 8th, our CarePoint in Owasso will be hosting a selection party in which they will gather together as a CarePoint community to choose their sponsors. And then we will bring those photos and partnership documents back with us to the States for a big reveal weekend on November 23rd during worship. And that brings me to the second way that you can help. You can donate to help us send our team. We are sending our first team of staff and board members to Owasso from November 3rd to the 11th of this year to establish this partnership. They will be going over there to meet the CarePoint staff, the families, and the congregation, as well as see the progress that is already being made on the project that we helped start this past Christmas. But we need your help to get there. We've already been doing some fundraising, but we need another $8,000 to send our team. You can donate today by going to the Church Center app, clicking the Give button, and selecting the option that says Ethiopia Missions Trip. Anything that we raise over and above that $8,000 will then be set aside to send future teams of sponsors and Trinity members. Because our goal is for this to be an ongoing partnership, a relationship between our two churches over the next several years. It's not just a one-time event. Rather, it is a multi-year partnership as we walk alongside our brothers and sisters in Owasso. And I would love to send future teams from Trinity to visit our sister church there. My encouragement is don't wait. If God is putting this on your heart, sign up to sponsor a family today. There are 73 families waiting for a sponsor, and we would love to sponsor all of them. And if you're worried about taking that opportunity away from some other family, don't be. There are many more families in Owasso that are already in process. They're looking to get connected to a CarePoint. So if you want to sponsor, there will be a family waiting for you. Furthermore, if you're worried about not being able to see that household through all the way to the graduation date, don't be. That's why I love this partnership. If, for whatever reason, in the years ahead, we need to help the family that you're supporting find another sponsor, we can do that together as a church. This is a whole community effort as we seek to support the families and the households of our CarePoint at Anat. We've already started this relationship. This weekend is about taking the next step together as a church, and I am so excited to see where God will lead us in the future, but it all starts this morning. Please join us as we take this step of faith together.